Abundance is not money. Abundance is not options. Abundance is not people around you. Abundance is a state of mind. And when a man truly has it, his behavior changes, his energy changes, and how people treat him changes. Most men live in scarcity. They think, what if I lose this? What if I miss out? What if they leave? What if I'm not enough? Scarcity makes men anxious. Scarcity makes men chase. Scarcity makes men betray themselves. Abundance does the opposite. Abundance makes you calm. Abundance makes you selective. Abundance makes you grounded. Here is the first deep psychological truth. A man with abundance does not rush. Rushing is fear. Fear of losing. Fear of missing. Fear of being replaced. When you rush, people feel it, and they sense weakness. Here is the second truth. Abundance begins with self-centeredness, not arrogance, not narcissism. Healthy self-centeredness. It means your life is the priority. Your time is valuable. Your energy is protected. Self-centered man does not abandon his routine. He does not abandon his goals. He does not abandon his standards, even for attention, even for approval. Here is the third truth. People respect men who respect themselves. If you don't treat your life like it matters, no one else will. Let me say this clearly. Self-centered does not mean selfish. Self-centered means I take responsibility for my life, and that is powerful. Here's the fourth truth. Abundance comes from options, not attachment. Attachment says, I need this. Abundance says, I want this, but I'm fine without it. That one sentence separates strong men from weak men. Most men collapse emotionally because they attach to one thing, one person, one outcome, one opportunity. Strong men diversify. Dave, multiple goals, multiple sources of meaning, multiple paths forward. Here is the fifth truth. Scarcity makes you perform. Abundance makes you observe. When you need something, you perform for it. When you don't, you watch calmly, and that calm observation puts you in control. Here is something very important. Abundance is felt, not announced. You don't say, I have options. You act like it. Let me explain how this shows up psychologically. A man with abundance speaks less, explains less, reacts slower, chooses carefully, because he is not desperate. Here is the sixth truth. Your nervous system reveals your mindset. An anxious nervous system signals scarcity. A calm nervous system signals abundance. You cannot fake this. You must build it. Now let me give you mental tools. First tool, detach from outcomes. Do the work. Show up fully, but release the result. Outcomes don't define you. Your behavior does. Second tool, make yourself the prize. Not in ego, in responsibility. You invest in yourself first. Your health, your skills, your mind, your future. Third tool, reduce emotional dependency. If your mood depends on other people, you are not abundant. You are dependent. Abundant men self-regulate. Fourth tool, choose discomfort voluntarily. Training, discipline, structure. A man who can handle discomfort is not afraid of loss. Here is something deep. Fear of loss is the root of scarcity. When you are not afraid to lose, you stop clinging. When you stop clinging, you become powerful. Now let me talk about self-centered persona. This does not mean ignoring others. It means you do not orbit others. Others orbit your life. A self-centered man does not cancel his plans easily, does not over-explain his decisions, does not chase validation. He moves forward. Here is a critical shift. Stop asking, do they like me? Start asking, do they fit my life? That one question flips the entire dynamic. Here is the seventh truth. Abundance makes you selective, not greedy. Scarcity grabs everything. Abundance chooses carefully. Now let me be very honest. Your life is empty. You will always chase. Abundance cannot exist in a vacuum. You must build something. Build your body. Build your skills. Build your work. Build your routine. That creates internal abundance. Here is something most people never realize. When you stop chasing, life comes to you faster. Not because of magic, it's because your decisions improve. Abundance also creates boundaries. A man with abundance can say no, and no is power. Here is another deep truth. Men with abundance do not compete emotionally. They don't compare. They don't envy. They don't resent. They focus. We talk about ego. Scarcity, ego needs validation. Abundant ego is quiet, doesn't need applause. Atiya is the final psychological principle. You cannot build abundance by wanting more. You build it by needing less. And here is the final lesson. Center your life around yourself, not your fears, not other people's opinions, not outcomes, around your mission. When you do that, something changes. You walk slower, you speak calmer, you choose better. You lose fear, and people feel it. They don't know why, but they respect it. Remember this: scarcity chases, abundance attracts. Scarcity clings, abundance selects. Scarcity performs, abundance observes. Build abundance inside, and the world will stop feeling like something you need to beg from. It will start feeling like something you move through calmly.